Hi, I'm Rob.
I'm Katie.
And we're
Living, Loving Disney.
Come join us on our podcast where we talk about all things Disney.
Like our trips and cruises, our DVC resorts, tours of the park, after-hour parties, and our family's crazy Disney life.
We've got some older episodes for you to listen to and get to know us a little bit.
Keep on dreaming.
Hi, everybody. This is Rob.
And Katie.
And welcome into
Living, Loving Disney.
Okay. That's right. So, okay. As always, we're going to start off with some Mickey Bits. Katie, you got some Disney news for us?
There's all kinds of news going on out there. And some of this is new, some of it's just recent. We've got some dates for the Flower and Garden Festival, March 2nd through July 4th. The parking lot trams are back at Disneyland. Some people are extremely excited about that, not having to walk all that way. I don't go to Disneyland that often anymore because of COVID, but I'm going to get there again. It's a Small World is reopening soon. Said that it'll be open for Christmas, which a lot of people are anxious for.
Did you know that it flooded, Aubrey?
I didn't know that it flooded.
Yeah, it's been closed.
Yeah, flooded down at Disneyland. So it's been closed. They've been frantic.
They were worried if they'd get it open because they do all their viewing instead of just on the castle. It's also on It's a Small World. They flash it up on there. So it's really been missed for the season. A lot of people were kind of whining about it, but it is going to be up and running for Christmas. So, yeehaw! Port Orleans Riverside Boat Ride Restaurant and the Storybook Dining at Artist Point both opened December 14th, so 2 days ago. So happy to have those back in the session. Port Orleans Riverside is a great place to eat and a good place for entertainment.
Yeah,
it is. It's really good. Disney Cruise Lines is to require COVID ID now to travel. Boo-hoo. Ages 5 and up. So if you were thinking of taking a trip and you don't have your shot or vaccine card, not going to happen. So on with sadness. So Toontown, on that one, that is sadness.
Sad news?
No.
News.
Good news. Toontown in Disneyland is to close down March for reimagination. And they are going to redesign that with more like green space and more family-friendly areas.
Okay, and they're also doing that. They did a little refurbish on the Roger Rabbit cartoon spin, right?
Yeah.
And then they're doing that
and
new
then the
ride,
Mickey Minnie thing, and
Runaway Railway.
That's all going to be in that area. And they're
Awesome.
going to put a big tree in the area for families, like to Central Park kind of thing, where they hang out under the tree, like Walt's tree. But it's going to turn in more of a family area to kind of relax and play in, or playground kind of area for the kids, which I think would be kind of cool. Festival of the Arts dates are January 14th through February 21st. And I understand that Genie Plus has opened in Disneyland with very mixed reviews. Kind of like a Disney World.
I think it was worse than Disney World's. I don't even know why they've changed from Max Pass. I thought Max Pass worked great at Disneyland. So why they would change that and totally screw everything up?
Yeah, I was not a fan of Disney Genie Plus at all. So there you have it. So maybe they'll retweak it with everybody's negativity on it and make it better. The live shows, good news. Live shows are returning to Disneyland. Fantasmic and the Main Street Electrical Parade are back.
Nice.
And they have a show called Tales of the Lion King and Celebrate Gospel, which has different gospel music. And so live entertainment.
But we did find out from a previous guest that Disneyland, you don't have to do the COVID shot or vaccine
to do
stuff
that.
there. You can still go there. Orange County is not as
locked up
as LA County. So if you're looking to go to Disneyland, you don't have to worry about that. So that's good news.
Yes.
So
yeah.
All right. Also, there was something, if you're into Run Disney, they have the calendars up for 2022 and 3 for Run Disney if you're a runner and you like to go do those things. So check that out. I think I looked it up on laughingplace.com. So go there and you can check out the schedule for Run Disney.
Run Disney.
So, all right. Is that it?
Sure. Let's move on.
So tonight we have a guest. If you already heard me refer to Aubrey, and Aubrey is our special guest on our podcast tonight. And Aubrey is also my niece and a Disney nerd.
Yep.
Right, Aubrey?
Yep, 100%. Yep.
So welcome to the podcast. And so do you have any questions for Aubrey right off the bat? We're going to do some other stuff, but do you have anything you want to ask her about Disney?
How many characters have you played, Aubrey? I've seen you dressed up as several princesses on Facebook.
Yes, I do love a good princess costume. Characters, I don't know that I could count how many characters I've dressed up as. Almost every Halloween is a Disney character, and it's a family Disney theme a lot of times. So off the top of my head, I do love a good villain costume too. So Jessie, we did a Toy Story theme one year, and I was Jessie. I've dressed up as Belle, as Cinderella, as Snow White, Cruella, which I have to admit I felt very glamorous. And
you felt glamorous as Cruella?
Oh yeah, she's such a glamorous baddie. I had that green eyeshadow and that red lipstick and that black and white hair. I just felt fabulous.
Okay.
I really did. I took so many selfies as myself as Cruella. I just felt so glamorous. Goodness, there's so many through the years.
Did you talk like Cruella when you dressed up?
Oh yes, darling. It's a requirement. Oh yes, I get into it. And then I think one of my favorite Halloweens, before we had kids, my husband and I were always at Mickey's Halloween party, always. And we dressed up as Jack and Sally one year, and we go all out with the makeup and everything. And we have a picture of ourselves as Jack and Sally with the official Jack and Sally. It's very Twilight Zone. But it was really cool. I loved that costume too. So kind of a very large array of characters. It's so much fun. I love dressing up anytime, anywhere, any place.
Cool. Have you ever done it for like parties or been hired or done something for Disney Direct or anything like that?
No, I haven't ever done it for a party. I just dress up for me.
At the party?
Whoops.
Yeah, for my own party. Every time we have a dress up day at school, I'm always a Disney character, and the kids are like peeking in, like, "Oh yeah, we expected you to be a Disney character. What is it?"
So
as a high school teacher,
I've also noticed that Mackenzie likes to dress up too. I've seen pictures on Facebook. She does the same thing you do, doesn't she?
Yeah, my sister Kenzie actually did work for a princess party place before she had kids. So
okay,
she did princess parties, for probably a year. And I think her main one, because she has those classic round features, she was Cinderella a lot, and she always looked fantastic.
Nice.
She did play Belle. And yeah, it's Disney nerddom is kind of just like in our genes.
It really is.
Now I remember in the past being in their car, and they always had a Disney soundtrack going, and they're all singing. Your mom liked to sing, and everybody was just into it. They always had something blasting.
Yeah, from the time we could make any voluntary sounds, we were singing Disney songs. My dad does a bit where he mimics my 2-year-old voice singing Little Mermaid songs. Funny, but that was my favorite from the time I was about 2. I would just go around the house singing Ariel songs, and I watched the VHS until it just plain died because it was so tired from being rewound and watched.
That was a good soundtrack, though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my kids request Part of Your World almost nightly. I sing them Disney songs before they go to sleep, and Part of Your World is almost always their first choice.
Yep, I sung that one to Leah a lot when she was sleeping.
Yeah.
Yep, and some Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was in there all the time.
Yes. Yeah, and the kids, they love some Hushabye Mountain as well.
Yep.
Okay, let's not get into Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, because that's not Disney, even though it's Dick Van Dyke. Who's evidently his birthday was a couple of days ago, I think.
Oh, how did I miss that?
I don't know, you weren't looking on.
Wasn't looking.
He is 96 now, I believe.
Still
Mad respect for that man.
Yeah, did you see him last year or the year before dancing Step in Time on the ABC Disney special? He was amazing in his 90s doing Step in Time still. You gotta give that guy.
Gotta give him props.
We met Mary Poppins at Disney World when we were there, and I wanted to go. I didn't do it. I should have did it though. I just wanted to go, Mary Poppins step in time. But I didn't do it.
That would have been awesome. I have to say, that is one character I haven't dressed up as yet that I would like. It's like my pipe dream to have that jolly holiday Mary Poppins costume.
Yeah.
Goals.
I've come this close a couple of times getting that costume.
Yeah, she almost did. I'm dressing up and you're going to be Bert. She's always dressing me up in something. She had me dress up like Mickey Mouse one year for Halloween,
Tights and all.
but I didn't look like Mickey Mouse, so I really didn't. But
I didn't make you wear
but
makeup.
little kids are like, "Hey, look, it's Mickey Mouse." I'm like, I don't even look like Mickey Mouse. I'm just some adult guy with tights on and a red shirt and with ears on my head. I didn't look a thing like Mickey Mouse, but
Close
kids
enough.
Close enough. He was cute.
Recognizable.
Yeah.
He's so
That's that
iconic.
cosplay thing going, right? You don't have to be exact. They just know what you're supposed to be. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was our Mickey Minnie year.
but
I
she's
like that.
always doing that stuff to me.
We
I'm like,
we did Pirates of the Caribbean one year, but you look more like a hippie. But
Yeah, I look like I just look like a
You have
hippie.
the dreads.
he had his
I
dreads.
didn't look
and
like a pirate at all. I
instead of
looked like
topping pirate, he was going, dude.
I was
and I'm
going
like,
peace and love. I
stop.
was like peace and love, peace and love. I'm a peaceful pirate.
Hippie pirate is definitely a collision of themes that I had not thought of. So
they do
it's
collide.
probably really funny for people.
And then she got me in a Mr. Incredible's costume one year.
That was good.
Nice.
Hey, his had muscles. Mine didn't.
Yeah. See,
Well-
they don't add the muscles to the girl costume.
It's not fair.
Well,
it's not fair.
You know, if you had some buff, I mean, you know, you don't want two muscles on a girl. They're supposed to look girly.
Yeah, but they could have gave us a little bit.
You
A
know,
little
look-
bit.
Look all ripped like
A little bit to look like you got some ripped abs a little bit. You know, something.
Right. Yeah. Make a little six pack.
But
on the
she
front
was
there.
elastic, so she didn't really have, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's different.
It's true. Very stretchy.
That was fun. That was a fun Halloween.
Yeah, it was all day. We had to be dressed up like that. That's one of the things, all day.
Everywhere.
We went up to Portland and
We did a wedding.
to a wedding.
It was
And,
a Halloween wedding.
yeah,
That's
everybody
so
was dressed up.
It was
Of course,
fun.
we dressed up like Disney.
We were the
characters.
only happy characters there. Everybody else
It
was,
like
goth,
dead people.
dead, and
Like Halloween, I'm gonna wear black and I'm
zombies, and I was like, okay.
It's true. I never thought about that.
Yep, they
That's
were
true.
all pretty
So,
gothic. Yep.
Anyway,
I bet you stood out really well.
Oh,
Though.
we did. We shined.
yeah, she's got pictures of us somewhere. I don't know if she's ever put that on our
It's
Live and
on
Live in
our
Disney.
Facebook page.
Facebook page or not, but they might be on there. See Rob with Mr. Incredible muscles.
And tights.
Tights again. You're a
I'm
good
telling
sport.
you, he's got good legs.
So, Aubrey, when's the last time you went to a Disney park?
The last time I went was pre-pandemic. So summer 2018, we spent a week at Disney World and it was so much fun.
Nice. Where did you stay at?
We stayed off-site.
Okay.
I can't even remember the name of the resort anymore.
Okay.
But it was really, really fun. Our kids are going on 7 and 5 now, and they've each been to Disney probably upwards of 10 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We we're West Coasters for the longest time. We live in Texas now, but we only lived, 4 to 5 hours from Disneyland. So we had annual passes, and our kids were free. So we were there all the time,
Yeah.
at least one weekend a month.
Cool.
I actually looked back at some of my annual pass records because it tracks,
All right.
how many days you've been there. And, my dad only lived half an hour from Disneyland. So we were constantly there. I've spent approximately 250 days at Disney parks
Almost a whole
throughout my
year.
life. Almost a whole year. Yeah. It's a lot, but it's so awesome. So I haven't been in a while. But I am planning on once again doing the Gumball Rally with my mom as my teammate at Disneyland in February. So I'm really looking forward to going.
Very cool.
What's the Gumball Rally? Tell us about it.
It's amazing. Okay. Have you ever seen The Amazing Race?
Yes.
Okay. So it's like The Amazing Race, but it's at Disneyland. And it's a 12-hour race, and they give you this full list of things that you have to accomplish. And at the end of the day, each task is worth a certain number of points. And at the end of the day, there's an award ceremony. There's like a trivia night where I actually won these at the Gumball Rally for answering the most questions at the post Gumball Rally event. So at the end of the night, and you have to have like your own Instagram account for it. You have to have a team name. You have to have costumes. And at the end of the night, they add up the points, and there's always a huge trophy, and it's themed, and it's always so beautiful. And the team that earned the most points throughout the day and kept all the rules, because you can get.
How do they enforce that?
Yeah,
the Disney police follow you around.
You got to be sportsman-like as well. The team goes home with a huge trophy, and I honestly don't know how some of these teams take these trophies home that fly, because these trophies are like, and like 50 pounds. It's so fun though. They didn't do it last year, obviously. We did it in 2020, and it was right before everything shut down. It was February 2020. And then they didn't have it last year, but they reinstated it this year. It's put on by the online Disney forum called Neice Chat. And they put it on. They organized the whole thing, and it's so fun. So I'm planning on going February 12th this year. We haven't chosen a name yet, but I'm really excited to start designing.
So they give you a bunch of stuff you got to accomplish inside the park?
Yes. So some of the things involve riding rides. Some of them involve finding certain characters and getting pictures taken with them. Some of them involve things that they've hidden on rides, and you have to find inside the ride while you're riding it. One of them was on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and we were like, because it's going so fast, we're like, where is it? Where is it? And if you don't catch it the first time, then you have to get on the ride again. It's so crazy and so fun. Or they're like, snap a picture of yourself at this landmark and post it on your Instagram account. It's a whole long list of things. I think my mom has our map and our list of things. It's really fun, and you have to keep going all day long to get everything done as much as you can. And you have to run across the finish line before a certain time at night, and it's right outside Disneyland in the picnic area. You have to run across the finish line before dark.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it does.
What was the name of it again?
So much fun. It's called the Gumball Rally. Neice Chat Gumball Rally.
Neice Chat.
Yeah. Check it out. It's so fun. I'm so looking forward to it. February 12th cannot come fast enough.
So there you go, everybody. The Gumball Rally.
Yeah, and you can do teams of any size, but we like doing 2 because it's easier to get 2 people on rides faster than it is.
Right.
Right. So, really fun. Totally 100% worth going and doing.
Cool. We'll have to try that sometime.
Yeah.
You walk way too slow.
Probably. Though. Yeah, I do. I'm just enjoying that.
We're usually at Disney World with the wheels on them.
I'd have to take Aaliyah to run everywhere. She's faster walking than I am.
Aubrey, I just walk through the park whatever.
It is amazing how slow a 6-foot man can walk.
I'm just enjoying the atmosphere.
In Disney. Kills me.
I don't care. I'm going every day. I don't need to do that on vacation too. So.
And sometimes it's just about taking in the atmosphere. When we were going every other weekend, sometimes I'd be like, I had a rough week. I just want to go sit on Main Street USA and just take it in, because it just fills my cup. It makes me feel happy in all kinds of ways. So there's something to be said for going slow and taking it all in. I am personally so excited that I run to everything, and I'm like, woohoo! And then at the end of the day, I'm like, why did I run so much? My legs hurt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's me. Yep, I'm ready.
Well, when you walk under the tunnel and there it is, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. There's just
you're in a different place,
It feels very homey and happy.
Lately when we went, it's almost a tearjerker moment when you see the castle and you walk in and you're like, oh, finally I'm here. I've escaped the world.
Yeah, definitely.
And I made it here.
It's just everything else bad just goes away.
And then comes the announcement. Please wear a mask. You're like, go away. Disney's crying out loud.
Not in my world. Go away.
Unfortunately.
Oh
But,
gosh.
I don't know.
Yeah, and so haven't been for a while, but I am planning on going in February, and I am planning on going to Disneyland Tokyo in July. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm taking a group of students. I'm a high school teacher, and I'm taking a group of students to Japan, and then I'm sending them home with the other chaperones. And my husband and I are staying an extra couple days and going to Disneyland Tokyo. I'm really excited.
Very cool.
Yeah,
really my bucket list to get around to the other park.
Are you taking the kids to Tokyo Disneyland too, or they're just
no? My mom is actually flying in and watching our kids for us. We'll be in Tokyo for about 10 days, and then at the end of that, we're just going to round it off with an awesome Disney trip. So our kids will be home with my mom. But I'm really looking forward to it.
That's cool.
I haven't been to any of the Disneys in Asia yet, so I'm excited to get one of those under my belt.
Nice.
Sweet. We'll have to come back on our podcast when you do that. Both those things,
totally.
That Gumball Rally and that would be awesome to hear about that stuff once you accomplish that
yes.
stuff.
I would love to talk about those things. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Can't wait to see what rides they have.
Yeah, we want to see the set list, what you have to do.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Now, that's not where Tron is. Tron's in
Shanghai.
In Shanghai, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that'll be at Disney World soon enough. That's supposed to be pretty awesome. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That will be really cool. I love Tron, so I imagine a Tron ride would be super cool.
Now we just went to Disney World about a month ago,
roughly,
and we went on the Ratatouille
for Thanksgiving
ride, and that was really cool.
Building that when we were there last, was it so cool?
It was so cute.
It was really
super
cool.
cute.
Yeah, I have to ride it again though, because
it's hard to catch it all.
Yeah, because you're trying to not miss anything, but then you miss a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. there's a lot to see, and the track the way that it is without a track, moving around, it's spinning you and moving you around, and it's hard to catch it all. But there's so much going on. You really feel like you're part of the movie. You've been shrunk down to a mouse, and you're part of the movie.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is the same way. There's a lot of stuff going on. You're trying to look around because it's the same thing. Trackless ride system, and Star Wars is the same way. The Rise of Resistance is the same. I rode that thing how many times before I actually saw everything. So they're fun, So
that's true.
Okay, nice. Okay, so now this is one thing we were gonna do on the podcast tonight. Was I asked all of us to pick 3. It's hard to say favorite song because there's so many Disney songs from animated movies. It really is.
I'm an overachiever.
Sometimes there's certain
I narrowed
ones
it down to 9. That's as low as I can get.
I know it's too hard, but I mean the ones that kind of pop in your head a lot. You know what I mean? That's kind of the ones I was thinking of. But obviously, you can have some other ones too. I don't care. But
he stopped me at 6.
But I was trying to keep it at 3. But you can have those. What do they call those? Honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions.
If you want.
Yeah, a lot of those.
So, why don't we get going on that? Who wants to go first?
Go ahead, sir.
Oh, great.
Sir.
Okay, I'll go first.
Narrow it down to 3. Please show me how it's done.
I did it. I mean,
obviously,
I got 3, but there's more than 3. I mean, I like a lot of them.
Maybe.
And then we were even trying to she was picking stuff out of Mary Poppins and Song of the South too, and I'm like, those aren't animated features, but they kind of are because they got animation in them. So,
right. Semi-animated. So
they're animated.
I'm like, okay. There's some good songs. Okay, so my first one is out of Tangled. I See the Light. I like Tangled. I think that it's a great soundtrack. I think I don't think it got just reward. Frozen kind of
the words are good too.
Ate it up,
Yeah, it did a little.
I like that song. I like the words to it. I don't know. When I watch the movie, it just kind of gets me a little bit.
It gives you the feels. It really does.
Yeah, it does.
So that's my first. Do I want to go through all 3 of mine right now?
How do you want? You want round robin, or you want to just go through them all?
Okay, let's each do our first one. So my first one is I See the Light. I like how it makes me feel. I like the movie. I don't know. I just like it.
Really all right. My first one is my favorite Disney song, Zippity Doo Dah.
The racist song
It is
from the
not
racist Disney
song.
movie?
It is not. It's so not. It's such a happy
It's such
song.
a good
It is a
song.
happy
It is
song.
so
It
happy.
makes my
I love
day.
that song.
I
I
love
really
that
do.
song.
How can you not like that song? It makes
Yeah,
you feel good.
Makes you feel good, and I can be having a horrible day and put that song on and bloop, just flip my world right around.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it really does. It's so happy. That's another one my kids request at night a lot.
Do you know that didn't they take that song out of the park
Loop.
loop
Yeah, they don't play it in the
They
park loop
did.
anymore.
because of the racist movie it's from, which whatever.
Whatever. Okay.
I don't know. But anyways, enough of that. Okay, Zippity-Doo-Dah. That's a great song.
From
Good
Splash
choice.
Mountain. We'll stay away from the
Yeah.
colored factor.
From Splash
Okay.
Mountain.
Zippity-Doo-Dah. Okay. Aubrey, take it away.
Okay, gosh, this is so hard. Okay, so a lot of the songs that come to my mind a lot are the ones that give me the big emotions. And it's usually the ones that just I sing at the top of my lungs while also crying a little because I feel big emotions. One of those is from Moana. I love the entire Moana soundtrack, but I love I Am Moana when she like comes to her realization of like who she is and the calls inside her, and she just sings like I am Moana at the top of her lungs, and I sing it so loud every time my kids cover their ears. But it's just such a beautiful song. It's all those songs where you're like, yeah, they're like, why, Mom? Like, I can't sing this song quietly. It's not doing it justice. I must and shall sing it at the top of my lungs.
So, right after you sing that and they go, why, Mommy, why? Then you can start singing, Mother Knows Best. Take it from your mumsy.
Yeah, that one just gives me huge emotions. And the whole thing is so good. Like the whole Moana journey and all of the soundtrack is so good. But that one in particular, where she like reflects on herself and then like comes to this realization of what she's capable of, I just feel it so deeply.
So I am
Moana.
Okay. All right. My second one is Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. And I just like that song because I like the movie. One thing that I missed from the live action Cinderella they did was there was no music in that movie.
Yeah.
I think that they would have kept some of the songs in the movie like they did with Beauty and the Beast. I think it would have helped that movie be a little more interesting. So I really like that. I don't know. That always makes me feel happy when I go to Disneyland, and that just brings up memories of being a kid and stuff. So,
yeah. Happy makes you skip a little. Like, can you listen to Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo and walk with flat feet?
Nope.
No.
Can't do it.
Yeah. Makes you act a little goofy. So I like that. That's one of my favorite Disney songs.
Cool. My next one would be When You Wish Upon a Star. It's classic. It is the epitome of Disney for me. I sing it to the kids a lot, and it's happiness, pure happiness and joy. Again, I like those songs that take you to the roots of Disney, and Wish Upon a Star is kind of, to me, the roots of Disney.
Yeah, for sure. And it's at the end of so many fireworks shows. Perfect closer.
Yeah. I mean, what the fireworks show that I miss the most is Wishes from Disney World.
It was good.
Did Disneyland do Wishes too? I think they did. I think I remember seeing
it. Did.
I think I remember seeing it at Disneyland too. But the way they put that song in, that you can't help but be emotionally attached. It just goes right to your heart.
Right.
So that's a great song, and that's classic Disney.
Yeah, it's
music.
What's missing in the new fireworks show.
Yeah.
I didn't get it's a beautiful fireworks show, but the emotions was not connected.
And I don't know if that's because we watched it from the Polynesian beach.
And we weren't seeing all the other stuff.
Actually weren't in the park. So maybe that has a little bit to do with it.
Still, the music should pull you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like a good fireworks show makes you just like connect with it and just feel it in your soul.
And then you had
the same way about World of Color.
Julie Andrews in there saying her little bit and everything. I mean, you couldn't beat that fireworks show.
Oh, Julie Andrews.
Big love. Big love.
When You Wish Upon a Star.
Yep.
Good one. All right, Aubrey, you're up.
Okay, so this one's from like, I don't want to say lesser known, but Aladdin and the King of Thieves. There's a song called Out of Thin Air. I don't know how familiar people will be with it because Aladdin and the King of Thieves isn't as popular as the original. It's the third Aladdin movie, but it's the song where Aladdin finds out that his father's alive and he feels like he has to go find him before their wedding, and she just sings about Aladdin and how wonderful he is and how he kind of felt like this nobody, but she talks about how he showed her the world and lit up her insides, and people like him don't come out of thin air. And I like cry happy tears every time because I love, and it's so beautiful. That's one of the ones I sing at the top of my lungs as well.
Have you seen that movie, Kathleen?
Yes, I have.
I mean, Katie?
Not in a long time, but I
Sorry.
did. Yeah, whatever. I watched it with the kids. When my girls were younger, we watched quite
I don't know if I've ever seen the third one. Shame on me. Shame on you, Rob.
Put it on your list, baby.
It has really, really good songs, and they brought back Robin Williams for the third one, so they have Robin Williams as Genie again, and it's got really good songs and hilarious Genie jokes, but that one is just such a beautiful manifestation of Aladdin and Jasmine's love. I love love.
Okay. All right. My third one is Go the Distance.
Oh, I have that one on mine.
You can't have it on yours. I have it on mine.
Now she only has 8.
I know you've narrowed it down for me.
But I like that song. It's inspiring. I just like it. And I sit up here sometimes and sing it on karaoke by myself.
He has a nice voice.
So I do that sometimes. I like that song. I think it's cool.
It's so good.
It's inspirational.
It is. So my number 3 was How Far I'll Go. I like Moana too.
Yes.
And I like the song and the words of the song, that there's no limitations. As she's singing that to everybody out there and all the kids growing up, you don't know how far you'll go, to just keep going. And I like that song. So it has a good message.
Yeah, good one too. All Moana songs are honorable mentions for me.
Yeah, they're good. I had a hard time. I really had a hard time.
Well, a lot of people like that soundtrack right off the get-go. They went away from the movie right when it came out, singing all the songs out of it. So, yeah, you can't compete with that.
No, no, they did a really good job.
Yeah, they did. Super good. How do I pick the last one? There's so many good ones. Another one I love to sing karaoke by myself or in the car is Look Through My Eyes from Brother Bear. I love all of the songs from Brother Bear because Phil Collins is a musical genius, but that one's so good. I just love the message of the song about taking another perspective, and it's just got such good beats. It's a good belter. It's a really good one. I love that one.
Nice. Brother Bear. I almost forgot about that. That's a good movie.
I don't know.
It's a good movie.
Maybe I do. I just don't know. I know some songs from there, but that's because I don't pay attention. Sorry.
I think as Disnerds go, you get the honorable mention.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay, well, that does our top 3. Do you guys want to do some honorable mentions here? Because there's lots of Disney songs. I mean, you can't deny that.
I'll read my next 3 and then you can do the rest of yours.
Okay.
So I had, for my honorable mentions, Strong and Sharp to My Heart as You'll Be in My Heart from Tarzan.
Yeah,
that pulls at my mommy heartstrings.
Another Phil song.
Yeah, really tugged at my heartstrings. It's my ringtone for my son, and it's his song. So it's our connection song. Yep. Love it, love it, love it. And then Spoonful of Sugar. Gotta love it.
Okay.
And my last one, that's a good one. And then In Summer from Olaf. Because that is so funny. It's so silly, yet it's just everybody can't help but sing along.
Yeah, anything Olaf is definitely worth honorable mention for sure. He's so funny.
It is. It's so funny.
That's a funny song. I love it.
I know. I had to giggle in it before we started.
I love his song in Frozen 2 as well. When I'm older, I think it's called That's funny too.
I did see that movie, but I can't remember anything. Sorry.
He's getting old. So what was on the rest of yours?
Come on, cough them up. Let's go.
Honorable mentions. Nobody Else But You from a Goofy movie.
Oh, that's good.
It's so good. The father-son bonding song where they finally have just come to the point where they're like, this trip is ridiculous, but I wouldn't be here with anybody but you. It's so good. And at the very end when Goofy kisses Max and he's like, Dad, I always grab one of my kids and give him a huge kiss. And they're like, Mom. I also love Show Yourself from Frozen 2.
Oh, yes, I made that one too.
Yeah, I love that for the same reason that I love I Am Moana. It's that self-discovery of just like, through song. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I can skip over Go the Distance because that one was mentioned. I love Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Classic.
The movie version and also the Elton John soundtrack version. So
that's a good song.
Yeah. Colors of the Wind is one of my faves. Also a requested song from my kids at night. I also put No Way Out from Brother Bear because that one's so good too. And I think that's all of them that I wrote down. I could go on for several years.
I know.
Well, check it out. We didn't say anything. I mean, if you think about all the, like Lion King, all those movies. I mean, every one of those movies, those guys were awesome songwriters. That team, you can't. I mean, you could talk about that stuff forever. I mean, all those movies had great songs in them.
Absolutely.
Just staying in the world of animation.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was just an awesome time for Disney for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So.
And then with the Sherman Brothers in the 60s, they wrote so many good songs too.
Yeah, like It's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow.
Yes.
I sing that to Aaliyah all the time. She's like, shut up.
Yeah, we fixed that for you, didn't we?
It's a small world. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna share it.
Oh boy, here it comes.
So every time we went to the bathroom,
we sang that song to him.
That song.
While he was in the bathroom.
And then I'd start singing it while I was in there.
Everyone's
like, gross.
Yeah, he got up and went to the bathroom in a restaurant. And I was trying to get the waiter to go into the bathroom, the men's room, and sing It's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow.
Yeah, have you ever been to the Whispering Canyon Cafe?
I have not.
Okay, they're kind of ornery waiters and waitresses.
They're very ornery.
And they make. I mean, you could talk to Kurt; he'd tell you what they did to him. He's like, like, do you want these leftovers? He's like, yeah. So they brought out a big old trash bag and dumped all those leftovers in the trash bag for him.
What?
Yes.
To take, and he took it and he ate it later.
He bagged it and took it. He's like, thank you. That's Kurt.
So, I mean, but they do stuff like that there. And so they were trying to get this guy to follow me in the bathroom and sing It's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow. I would have started laughing. I was like, no freaking way, man. Can't believe he did that, but that would have been funny.
We had fun with that.
So if you ever go there, you ought to go there and
ask for ketchup.
Ask for a bottle of ketchup. You'll see what they do.
Oh boy.
There's lots of trouble to be had there. Yeah, just don't take your waiter too seriously.
Right.
It's all in fun.
Yeah,
they'll walk up to the table and take a handful of straws and just throw them at you. Everything's ornery and kind of outside of the box, so you just expect it. It's the atmosphere there.
That sounds fun. Yeah, I haven't been there. When I go to Disney World, I basically live at Epcot and just stop in each country and eat something in each country. It's my favorite thing to do there.
I think I have to learn to love Epcot more because we spend so much time in the other three worlds that I basically spend one day. We'll go down there for a couple of weeks, and I will give 1 day. Epcot, okay, you get 1 day. This last time we went twice because I had to catch Remy, so I gave myself 2 days. But the littles were always like, to Epcot, they'd get bored. So we never really explored it completely. So there's so much to see that I have not still looked at.
They're making it more interesting for kids, I think.
There's a lot of construction there right now, though.
Yeah, they're redoing that whole world.
Not so pretty.
Probably my favorite, though. I love it. Did you go on the Frozen ride there this last time?
I have not been on the Frozen ride in quite a while
the
because
last
it's always
times.
so long.
Yeah.
We go, eh.
Oh, that was the
good.
one thing on our last day. I was like, I want to go on the Frozen ride again.
I miss Maelstrom.
Stop.
I'm just kidding. I'm hardcore.
You know, some classics there. Like they have the Three Caballeros ride there, which is so fun. Yeah. I love it. I think it's my favorite. I like all of the parks, but I think Epcot's my nerd favorite.
That's
Really?
funny.
Okay.
Magic Kingdom's my nerd favorite. I cannot get enough.
Especially since we haven't been able to go to Disneyland lately.
Yeah.
So
As close as I can get to Disneyland.
we usually try to go to Disneyland at least once a year. But with COVID, we had a trip planned to go to Disneyland and then for 3 days, I think. And then we were going to fly to Hawaii to Alani and stay there for a week, I think.
Yeah.
But then COVID hit and that blew that out of the water.
So we still haven't gotten to our first Hawaii trip. We'll get there.
Yeah.
That was a bummer. I know. Someday.
As soon as everything stops being
crazy.
Not so.
Yeah, whenever that may be. I don't know.
I know.
Maybe. I hope so.
If normality
Someday,
ever returns.
Yeah, I hope it stops soonish. I'm planning to go into Hawaii in 2023. So let's hope that things have calmed down by then.
Yeah, I hope so.
That would be nice.
Yeah. I mean, we were going to go on a cruise too. Same thing.
We had to cancel our cruise.
Same with us.
I rescheduled it 3 times through COVID, and now it's like, I got to cancel now.
So have you been on a Disney cruise too, Aubrey?
No, our first one got canceled because it was for the time where they weren't doing cruises. We were going to go on a 7-day Disney Christmas cruise, which is like all of my favorite things in the same place. And I was really looking forward to it, but they shut down all the cruise ships, so we weren't able to go and haven't been able to go since.
They're pretty darn amazing. We went on one together, just the 2 of us.
Yeah, we went up the West Coast.
It was like a 4-day cruise up to Canada, just to kind of get our feet wet on a cruise.
Yeah.
So to speak. And we loved it.
But then we were going to go to the Caribbean the Caribbean and hit the island and stuff. So we're really
that's where we were going to go.
Yeah.
So I hope that things will change and we'll be able to do that at some point.
At some point, again.
Someday before I get too old to drive around the ships.
Weirdo. We learned a lot on that cruise. They had all like Disney performers and Disney animators and classes. And
that was fun.
We got to meet the man who does the voice of Goofy and a lot of the animators that do all the main drawing, like Minnie Mouse and a lot of those too. And Pixar, we got to see Pixar's.
And the guy did
Muppets. And Toy Story, when it first came out, we were on the boat before it came out to the movie theaters and we got to see it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Aladdin.
And Aladdin.
It was Aladdin. Well,
we saw both of them.
Yeah, they didn't have Toy Story totally done yet, so they showed us parts of Toy Story 4.
They were still building it.
And then told us about it and stuff. And so it was really cool.
Yeah, it was all Disney themed, everything. So all your entertainment, everything was Disney. It was nerd paradise.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So fun.
And you got to, on the DVC, because it was
we were on a DVC cruise.
So they gave us gifts every day.
Twice a day we had something in our room.
Make sure you take an empty duffel bag because
we did bring home a whole duffel bag full of stuff too. Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
But it was interesting when we were learning about the Sherman Brothers and all the life of Walt, and there was all kinds of stuff. It was great.
I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but I enjoyed it. It was really, really cool.
He thought he'd be sick the whole time.
Well, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what it was gonna be like. It got pretty rocking on that.
We did ride through a storm, so we figured we can do and it was rocking. You go walking straight down the hallway and walk right into the wall.
Get out of my way.
And I'm like, I'm not drunk. I'm really not drunk.
Oh, it's not me.
The boat.
Sure, it's the boat. Blame it on the boat.
Yeah, that sounds like so much fun.
But
I have a friend who works for the Disney Cruise Line, and he's like, I will do this forever. It's just the best. He works on the Disney Cruise Line routes in Europe.
Wow.
Oh, really?
he has the most amazing pictures, and they were doing like a pirate themed cruise, and he got to play Jack Sparrow, and I was
cool.
just the green monster of jealousy. It looked like so much fun.
The green monster of jealousy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every time I see his pictures, I'm just green with envy.
They do pirate night.
Because you're seasick? Or?
They did pirate night. I bought him a hat with goofy ears and an earring. That's as close as I could get him to do to pirate night.
Well, last time I did a pirate, it looked like a hippie. So
true.
You know.
You didn't want to bring your Jack Sparrow costume?
It would have been so nice. He
I don't think I look like Jack Sparrow.
Well, you look better as Jack Sparrow than as Elsa from Frozen when your daughter made you wear that wig.
What?
Yeah.
No, that was one.
I have pictures.
I need to see these pictures.
One ugly woman. Yes. Well, she decided she had to rebraid it, so she had him wear the wig while she brushed it out and rebraided it. I'm like, oh, what a cute daddy moment. Of course, I'm taking pictures going, I'm going to post this later.
I've done more embarrassing things. More embarrassing things in my life. So, you know.
He's a good papa.
See, we've got to put a side-by-side comparison of you and Shelby, your other niece, because she plays Elsa like every weekend for a princess party company. So we got to get a side-by-side. Yeah, every weekend. And I think she's doing Aurora.
Somehow I think she'd look better than me.
I feel like we need a side-by-side comparison to really know who wore it best.
I think that would be very wise. We need to send that to you.
I think we're going to have to talk to Shelby about her little Elsa experiences.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she does Elsa parties probably every weekend.
Really? Yeah. I didn't know that.
I think we need to just have a Jensen Disney nerd trip.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. We could cruise, trip, wherever, you know.
Yep. Where nerds can gather and just nerd out in the Disney space. I think we need that.
I don't know those people.
You may try.
Wait for us. I don't know you.
It's not that bad.
I know. All right. Well, you guys have any questions for us, Aubrey? I mean, I don't know.
Favorite ride? I must know what your
Splash Mountain. Classic. I'm sorry.
That's a great
it follows with my favorite song.
That's fair.
It's my classic. Now, if I had to go to a roller coaster, I would probably say Everest.
Oh, Everest is so good.
Yeah.
Okay. My favorite ride. There's lots. It's like a favorite song to me.
I know.
Rock and roller.
Because I like all of them, but roller coaster at Disney, Rock and Roller Coaster is probably my favorite roller coaster.
So good.
Everest is great too, though. But Rock and Roller Coaster is pretty fun. All the classic rides. You got to hit them every time.
He likes like the simple stuff, like the People Mover and the Tomorrowland Transit.
I did ditch him last trip and went on the People Mover by myself.
You're like, wee!
Yeah, the kids
way faster than us.
Yes, that's his speed. He goes to the slow sit-me rides. And all of us are like, I can't do it. We'll fall asleep again. I can't do it.
I also like the Carousel of Progress.
He does.
It goes in a circle. I like
on the presidents, and he'll go to all the sit-down shows.
Those are attractions, though.
I like those too, though. I do like attractions where you got to escape the heat for a little bit, or
we were in the Country Bear Jamboree, and we were trying to get people going. We're like, nobody's like, y'all, bunch of losers. They went in, nobody was clapping, and then at the end, somebody started clapping. I'm like,
finally got them.
But I always do. I love doing all that stuff. So I like all the classic stuff. You can't pirates. You can't go wrong. I know. I like them all. But
yeah. Have you ever done some of the behind the scenes tours?
Yeah, I did do a behind the scenes tour. I went there and performed with my show choir in high school, and they gave us a behind the scenes tour before we went on stage. It was really, really fun.
Which part?
Cool.
It was Disneyland Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Robbie got to do one.
Yeah, we did the Keys of the Kingdom tour in Disney World Magic Kingdom, and they take you down in the down below the Magic Kingdom, underneath it, in the tunnels and stuff, which is really cool. It's really cool down there. So they take you there, and they show the Splash Mountain, how they take care of that ride, behind the scenes, and where they keep all the floats and everything for the parades and stuff. It was pretty fun. And
we went to a Walk and Waltz Footsteps, which was really good at Disneyland.
Ooh, yeah,
that was really good because you get to go inside his apartment.
Did you go in the firehouse?
We got to go inside, yes, and it was very cool. And they let you take one picture when you're in there.
Yeah,
otherwise
you can't take any pictures.
Ooh, I'm surprised that they let you take a picture because when we did our tour, they were like, no cameras of any kind. If we see a camera, we will say goodbye to you.
That was the only place we could take a picture. And only in this one spot.
They would let you do it. Nowhere else.
No, that's so cool though to have.
It was really cool. Yeah, I like to geek out at those kind of
things. But they told us that, they have that fire pole that goes down to the bottom of the firehouse. Mm-hmm. And they told us they blocked it off because I guess a kid climbed up the pole one day
into the apartment.
And Walt was taking a nap in the apartment that day. And so after that, they closed it so nobody can go over the pole.
That's my slumber.
Yeah, he had
Hi, Mr. Disney.
A small custom-built shower in there, and they had different heads.
It had 3 shower heads, one for an adult, one for a man, one for a woman, different heights, and then one for kids. His grandkids. He did that.
Tiny little thing, but it had all these heads.
But it was nothing like spectacular. No. It was just a
very humble abode.
Yeah, pretty humble.
It's like I spend a lot of time here, and I want to be able to shower and take a nap.
Yeah. But it just shows
really
you it wasn't like
kind of a 50s apartment or something. It was just a humble abode.
I mean, the kitchenette was like something you would see in a hotel room. It was nothing. They had like a toaster oven,
a little kitchenette in there.
Little tiny sink,
Yep,
nothing,
little pitcher.
No kitchen. There wasn't a full kitchen or nothing.
No, just like a kitchenette. That was it.
And they didn't have air conditioning back then. He didn't have no air conditioning up there, so
it had to be hot at times sitting up there.
Oh yeah. So those California summers can get hot and muggy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it was pretty interesting. So if you ever get a chance to do that,
that sounds really cool.
Footsteps tour, you got to do it.
Those are the little add-ons we do sometimes just for ourselves, and you kids go play. Mommy and Daddy are going to go have fun now, and we go.
Our kids
go on a geek tour.
So we're going to go. You kids go play. Yeah.
Well, they're old enough now.
I'm 30 years old.
Everybody plays at Disney.
That's right. I'm still a kid. What are you talking about?
Why
not? Right? Really, it's like entering everybody's a kid there.
That's true.
It's true. That's true. It is true. Even you. Yeah.
Just a slow kid, really, is all.
She is.
How do you know, Aubrey? Jeez.
I think he just rushes through life, and he's not a person.
Everything she says.
Yes, you can. He's not a person that can be rushed. So if you tell him, don't tell him what to do.
Just leave me alone. Go ahead.
He's like, you in a hurry, go.
I don't care if we have a fast pass. I'll get there.
I got an hour window to get there.
That's right. Move along.
He likes to people watch.
That is so fun too. Just watching other people, like on Main Street or like in the Fantasyland Fair or something. It's really fun to watch other people.
It is. I like their little faces. Mm-hmm. Watching kids ride things for the first time, and the parents watch the joy in the kids, and it's good times. I like to watch all that. All the craziness.
Sure. Well, Aubrey, thanks for coming on the podcast with us. Definitely, we'd like you to come back when you do the Gumball Rally, and then when you go to your trip to Tokyo. I would love to have you back, talk about that. That'd be awesome.
For sure. Yeah, I'd love to talk about this news. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Only 197 days until Disneyland Tokyo.
Do you have it on your phone? Do you have your little countdown thing?
Okay. And it's like 6 weeks until the Gumball Rally. I'm so excited.
How fun.
That does sound fun.
So. It may be on my new bucket list. Better watch it.
Well, you're going to have to switch up your Disney World trip, Disneyland trip to hit that, because they probably only do it at the same time of the year, probably, I would imagine.
True.
Yeah. I know they do one at Disney World, but I don't know if they reinstated it this year. I think they just reinstated it.
We'll have to find out
I'll
about
have to check into that.
That does sound like would be fun.
Be fun to do, just to have something to do, you know?
Yeah, something different.
Yeah. Like a little competitive edge, looking for things on rides you've never looked for before.
Yeah.
Or like little Easter eggs that they've put in places just for the sake of the rally. It's so fun. I definitely recommend it.
Definitely put that on the to-do list.
All right. Mark it down. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us for this episode of Live and Love in Disney. We love having you here. We also would like to put a shout out. You know, we have had some other people on our podcast. You want to Danielle on Instagram. I can't. She'll be coming up on an episode, so stay tuned for that. She's a lot of fun. She does an Instagram blog. And what was the other girl's name from Australia?
You need to stop right now.
I'm sorry. Nairi. How can I forget that? That's granddaughter's name. So Nairi from Stolen Our Hearts podcast. So check those out.
They're coming soon. I think one of them might be downloaded already.
Hey, I got another one too. Hold on. I got one other one that we did. We were guests on their podcast, and I actually put that in my notes. So hold on a second.
Did you upload that into our site?
The Who Art Ed podcast. He's an art teacher, and his name is.
It's not in the title. It's different.
Kyle.
There you
Kyle
go.
Wood. He's the host of that show. We were on his episode having to do with Walt Disney.
And that was fun.
So
we were in Disney World.
It was really awesome. He's a real nice guy. So the Who Art Ed podcast and the Walt Disney episodes, if you want to check that out, or any of his other episodes, because I was listening to some other ones there too, and they're really good. So especially if you're into art and artiste. So check him out. He's a nice guy. Great podcast. So until next time, I guess we're out of here. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.